Hello lovely people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. I hope you're keeping well. I hope wherever you are the sun is shining just like it is here because it is a glorious day. It's about 21 degrees, so it is mwah. And I tell you what, this week there has been weather of all seasons, well, nearly. Certainly a lot of wind and a lot of rain, and I definitely could have thought it was autumn. And yeah, it's been a crazy week, but sunshine is back, so the sun is coming in and out, so I hope the light is okay. And I've got the door to my summer house open, so I hope you can't hear too much wind and things, but it is nature just there. Right now the seagulls aren't awake, or not right by my house, but as you know, I start filming and the seagulls hear me filming, I'm sure of it. But today is this kind of day, so it's an unboxing day today. And you know, I just love this because I've just come back from Little Miss So-and-so. I do assisted sewing sessions there every other Saturday, 10 till 1, and just the loveliest group of ladies. We've got a reasonably consistent set of people that are sewing with us at the moment, and they're all making the most amazing things, and sharing their sewing journey with them is, well, it brings me utter joy. So they bring a project and I help them sew basically, and really just give them confidence to believe in themselves and what they're getting up to, which is just a joy. So this morning I actually saw the lovely Helen packaging this for me today, because they were, as I'll explain in a moment, some of the selections that I made just were no longer available, so they very kindly contacted me and packed it up. I literally arrived this morning, and they packed it up for me this morning, so that was really sweet. So I got to see this being packed. Can't get any better than that really, can you? Just lovely. So what were the selection for this month? Do you know what, Nicola's done it again. An amazing selection this month. I'll pop the video, as I always do, on here, and oh my word, once again a hot off the press pattern. I don't know how she does it. So I'm absolutely certain the most popular choice will be the Sophia dress by Sew Over It. So we've got some beeping going on here at the moment. Hang on a second. Someone's smoke alarm going off, sorry about that. So I imagine the most popular selection will be the Sophia dress by Sew Over It. Now this is an amazing summer dress, beautiful, lovely sweetheart neckline, full skirt. I think it's got 3 tiers on it, but obviously the star of the show is the back, and you can have a lovely bow or you can have a button back. Dreamy. And the selection of fabrics that went along with that, just amazing. So yeah, it's going to be a very popular choice. The choice of fabrics for the Sophia dress were just superb as always. A really beautifully curated set of fabrics. Now, in case you're new to this channel, hello if you are, and you're wondering what on earth am I talking about? What on earth is the box all about? Well, this is the Little Miss So-and-so all set to sew subscription service, and you get to choose from a choice of patterns, either a woven or a stretch pattern, and every month there's a selection of curated fabrics that go with that, so you know what you're getting. So your fabric isn't going to languish in your stash. You're not going to choose something, or something's not going to arrive that you don't like, and you obviously can pick a pattern from 2 patterns, or 1 stretch or 1 woven, that you're going to wear, which is just genius. So as I was just describing there, the woven choice for this month was the Sophia dress by Sew Over It, and literally that is their latest release, well, if you exclude the bow bag, the latest release of clothing, which is just amazing. So because when I filtered this, I think I filtered it for woven first. I'm thinking, oh, that's amazing, but I love wearing a dress, but I won't actually have reason to wear that sort of dress very often. Having said that, if the other pattern was not a choice that I would have chosen either, then yes, I would have happily worn a dress, of course. Just sensational. So what was the stretch choice? And you've probably seen it scrolling here. So the stretch choice was the Lorry pleated t-shirt by Named Clothing, and again, this is amongst their latest releases. So Nicola has just made a success, just been so successful in her choices. Noisy motorbikes going by now at the front of my house. They're not in my garden. And this t-shirt, is a very sophisticated t-shirt. So it's got a standard crew neck, but the star of the show with this pattern is the amazing pleats that it has in it. So you've got, I think it's 4 pleats in total, and I will put the stock photo up here somewhere so you can see what I mean. And wow, it sort of elevates the t-shirt in your wardrobe. And as you can see, I do like wearing t-shirts. This actually is the Naya t-shirt by Tammy Handmade, and I made this using a tiny remnant from Little Miss So-and-so. This actually was a 75 centimetre remnant. It's a border print, if I show you. So the Naya is the same front and back. And I've got it on with my Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans here, which I made a long time ago. Sorry to diverse, but just showing you that I do love wearing a t-shirt, and the pleated tee by Named Clothing just sort of elevates your t-shirt really, which is very exciting. And the range of fabrics again, so I use the it's the All Set to Sew, and this is the standard box that I'm using. There is actually a So Luxurious as well, and in that box is a range of branded fabrics, but the standard box is also amazing, and comes, just, I don't know how she does it really, it's phenomenal. And these fabrics are ordered in specifically for the boxes, so they're not necessarily seen anywhere else on her website, which is always very exciting. So you know what I chose. So in the box, the other thing I will say, which I haven't mentioned before, is, well, should we do a drum roll? Yeah, let's leave that to a bit of surprise. So if you're wondering, I actually pick my boxes up because I work at Little Miss So-and-so every other weekend, so that's why that's like that. But it comes in a beautiful box, beautiful, lovely sticker here. And you know, this morning I even said to Helen, oh no, don't worry about wrapping it. She went, you can't do an unboxing, Cara, if you haven't wrapped it. Good point, Helen. Thank you. But honestly, Helen, if you want to come and wrap my Christmas presents for me, you're welcome anytime. I don't know how she does it. And she did it so quickly. I guess they do a lot of them. So it comes beautifully wrapped with a lovely little Little Miss So-and-so sticker. So don't forget, as part of the subscription, you get to choose your pattern, you get to choose your fabric, and you get enough fabric to make the largest size in the pattern. You also get the notions you need for the pattern you choose. So if it was a pair of trousers, you'd get zip, a button. If you need interfacing, that comes with it. So all the notions you need, which is really lovely. You also get a little gift as well. So yeah, let's open it up. So a little bit of rustling now, so sorry about that. Let's have a look in the choice here. Ta-ta-ta. Oh, I say, wow. Oh, this is lovely. So you can see there my choices. So what was different about this month is that when you chose, I'm just going to put the box on the floor there, to which my cotton has immediately fallen on the floor. So when you get the choice there, you also get you got to choose. So the Sophia dress was obviously the dress, but with the t-shirt you got to choose not one but 2 fabrics. So how exciting is that? That's amazing. So let me just pop this in here. So what I've got in here today, I've got All Set to Sew members, you've got the stretch choice. So what they do now is they actually, so they send you, sorry, let me just pull that out a little bit, sorry. They actually send you the pattern, so this is on an AO format, so you don't need to print your pattern, but the instructions come by a link via the email. So last month I think I was looking for those and I couldn't see them, and that's because they actually come via link, which is fine. Yeah, it's amazing. So you've got some details here about the t-shirt, which is absolutely fantastic. What else have I got in here today? Let's have a look. So the treat, the gift this month, so I'm just, obviously I haven't seen this box before, so it says the All Set to Sew Club monthly treat this month we are giving you a PDF pattern from Waves and Wild. How exciting! The Geneva top. The Geneva top is floaty, easy to construct top that has butterfly sleeves made in a lightweight fabric as viscose. These are floaty and elegant and made in a cotton pot. These would become more of a statement. Ooh! Look at that! Now I have actually seen the sample of this. I saw it a couple of weeks ago. Nicola made this sample. It was on the mannequin. I didn't know what it was for. And I went, oh, I really like that. And she said, oh, that's just as well. And didn't say any more. But obviously that's what it's for. I can't wait to show you that, guys. It really is. These are butterfly sort of sleeves. It's got beautiful pleat details on the front and the back. So that's a really lovely treat. So normally it's a haberdashery gift or something like that, but to have a whole new pattern, that's fantastic. Fantastic. And you get sent an email to a Dropbox with a link for that, so you can download that yourself, which is just lovely. So going on to the notions here, so I've got some interfacing there for that, and I've also got the cotton. So I've got the cotton here to match the beautiful blue. So this was the fabric I went for. Let me show you that in more detail. As I say, not one but two lots of fabric, so how lovely is that? And what happened here, so there was a slight delay in our box this month because the fabric actually became no longer available, one of the ones I chose. So I got a lovely email from Nicola saying, I'm really sorry that the supplier is actually out of stock of their fabric. I'm sorry the light keeps changing here. And I actually chose this amazing blue viscose fabric. This is so soft. Oh my word. Gosh, I've got a lot of fabric here. So I'm imagining actually that the t-shirt is a little bit more fabric hungry than a standard t-shirt would be because of the beautiful pleat detail in it. Oh, this is so lovely. And this is a viscose jersey. So soft, really lovely. And you can see the drape on that. That is going to make a sensational t-shirt. So I had chosen this lovely royal blue colour. And I also chose, ironically, I chose a plain red colour that was the same colour as this, but as you can see, this was an alternative that I was emailed, and very kindly. So there is the standard box, which is where the blue fabric came from, or standard range, if you like. And very kindly, due to the inconvenience of the issue she had with the fabric, I was sent a link to the some fabrics, and all of the fabrics that she sent us as a replacement were from the So Luxurious. So this is actually a Lady McElroy fabric, and this is called Red Arrows. And look at that. That is stunning. That is going to be amazing as a t-shirt. So without hitting my microphone, I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. So two amazing fabrics, an amazing downloadable gift there, and obviously all the notions I need to make the t-shirts. Sensational. Can't say fairer than that, can you? So I really look forward to bringing those to you, and by the power of YouTube, the next time you see me, there will be a t-shirt on my body. doing some cutting out. Just thought I'd mix it up this month and show you a bit more of the sewing process of the Little Miss Sew and Sew kit. So I have got the pieces of my t-shirt cut out. I've decided to cut one t-shirt out at this stage and made it out of this really beautiful peacock blue, what's the thing, royal blue, I'm not sure, viscose jersey. And I think I'll leave the footage in of me faffing around with the, I think it's the Estelle dress, is it? Or just Estelle dress by Sew Over It. That's the one that's got the lovely knot on it. Because this lovely fabric, it's a slightly different weight to the other jerseys. The other jersey is very drapey. It's actually quite tricky to sort of, you can see me faffing around laying it out smoothly and so on. Whereas this jersey is slightly thicker, and I actually think it's thick enough to make a jersey dress out of. And the Suzanne have a short-sleeved version of the Estelle dress essentially, and it is in actually a solid colour, which the peacock blue would have been really nice for, but that's too thin to have as a dress. So I am thinking whether I want to actually use this for something different than the subscription box, and that is, you know, that's the joy of having a subscription box, and this month the joy of having two fabrics. You don't have to use the fabric for the pattern that came in the box. You can use it for whatever you like, and I may well do that. I mean, imagine this is a t-shirt dress. I just think that would be really smart. And just that, I mean, the Elena dress, I think it was, that I recently made from Fibre Mood. That's a really lovely dress, and this fabric would be perfect for that. If I'm honest, I've got to say I'm tempted. Oh, I might do that. Because remember, I made a mistake and cut the front out in two pieces, and it's meant to be cut on the fold. That actually is a really good idea, because I was trying to think of a t-shirt dress that I've got that has a little bit of definition and isn't too tummy-ish. I don't have a big tummy, but it's not that friendly to me sometimes, and everybody has a bit of their body they're not sure. Me, it's my toes and my tummy. So yeah, I think maybe that could be a t-shirt dress, the Elena dress. So you might see me cutting that out in a minute. But so far, the Laurie t-shirt is front and back. The front looks ridiculously long because you've got all those pleats to fold up, which is going to be fun, I think. Particularly as that fabric is so drapey. So I think some patience and non-tiredness is required when you're making that one, in order to just be patient. And I might even spray starch it. It's a good plan. Remind me of that later when I'm effing and blinding, because I can't get the fabric to stay still. But anyway, I will keep you posted. Hi everyone, so I have cut out my pattern piece, and this is the front pattern piece here. So if I show you it's a great big long pattern piece, and on it you've got lines, and it's not brilliantly described, but this basically is a notch here and a notch here, and you basically pick this up so that it creates the pleat. And then this here is what they call a stitching line. So I laid my pattern piece down, and I transferred, I wrote in chalk the fold lines. How many fold lines have we got? 2, maybe 3. Missing a pleat, so stitch lines we've got, oh, that's the bust, sorry, stitch line there, pleat stitching line here, and pleat stitching line here, and one here. And I've done that, and it says, so then you put it wrong sides together, which is what I've done here. So this is double thickness, so you've got the notches matching here, and it says make sure your pleat line is 4.5 centimetres. Well, I've done that exactly, and it is 5.5 centimetres. So that's always helpful, isn't it? How annoying is that? So now I've drawn all these little lines in pointlessly. Could have just folded it and then drew the lines in afterwards. So a top tip if you're making the Laurie pleated tee from Named Clothing. Okay, so I love it when a plan comes together. So obviously it's creased because I've only just stitched it. And these little bumps here will come out when I iron them, so that's fine. But yeah, really nice actually. It is actually a relatively simple construction in order to create these beautiful pleats down the front. and I didn't really know what length it was going to be, but it's going to come to sort of mid-hip, which I think is going to be quite nice. So yeah, so far so good. As I say, so far I would just ignore the instructions to put your chalk lines on, just do the folds and then measure down from them. What I did was basically marked each one, went and sewed it, and I'm using my dining room table, but my sewing machine's upstairs. Went and sewed it, came down, did the next one, etc. So don't try and pin and mark all in one, just get them done individually. So yeah, the rest of the construction is going to be straightforward because it is basically a t-shirt. So I'm imagining it's now shoulder seams together, put the sleeves on in the flat, and a neckband. Job's good and basically. So but a nice elevated t-shirt, I reckon, and look forward to showing you a bit later. Hello there, so this is turning into a bit of an adventure, this video, and I hope you don't mind me sharing snippets with you in various formats. I'm in a Zadie jumpsuit today, from a long time ago, but I thought I'd just sort of fill you in on my thoughts so far. So this is all part of the filming for the Little Miss So-and-So subscription box for June, where we've got the lovely Laurie t-shirt, which I've cut out in this amazing fabric, which is lovely. And then I say it like you've forgotten, but you're watching it in the same film. However, for me, it's over the course of a week or so. The second fabric is this fabric, and I'm a bit in love with this fabric. I'm a bit in love with that fabric. Actually, I love all fabric. I tell a lie, I do. So I have no favourites. It's like choosing a favourite child, isn't it? Luckily, I've only got one of those, so that kind of cheats a little bit. But for me, I wanted to show you, and I wanted to enable some additional thoughts around fabric. So it is wonderful that you get two pieces of fabric, but you don't need to use the fabric for the same pattern, as is with, actually for the majority of subscription boxes, you don't get a pattern and a fabric, do you? Now that I've said that, obviously Dream Wardrobe, Spring to Rind, all that sort of thing, Fabric Godmother and things, and obviously we're curating a pattern and some fabrics to go together because that helps a lot of people, but also this is an amazing piece of fabric that you could do anything you like with or nothing at all with. But for me, I had a vision of a t-shirt dress. Now I know I said I might make the Elena from Fibre Mood, which was a previous pattern, but I decided not to, and I'm going to reach across my table very unglamorously here. Hang on. Oh. Hang on a sec, stay in shot. Sorry. And a friend of mine sent me a link to a site that has some free patterns on it. And it's called Unfettered, Unfettered Patterns. I will show you here, and I will put some details in below. And actually I'll put the photo actually, because that's going to be better. But this is a line drawing from it. And it's just a really simple, not tight-fitting t-shirt dress. Now I have got some patterns. I've got some McCall Simplicity patterns, I think, or McCall's, for a really nice straight up and straight down dress, but that's quite contoured, and I just really want something a bit breathable and just easy to wear, and so this free pattern literally landed my inbox today. So as I say, from Unfettered, and there were some amazing patterns on there, by the way. So I've decided that is what I'm going to do with this pattern. And then the free, honestly, you'd think I was a trained YouTuber. I am not, because I'm going to lean over and get another piece of fabric now. Because let me remind you even, it's going well, that in this month's box, so you had two pieces of fabric, you had one amazing pattern, but the free gift this month was the flutter sleeve. Oh, I've completely forgotten the name of it. Genova top by Waves and Wild, which is a really nice, let me take this one off, a really nice sort of petal sleeve with some beautiful pleats in. I will, if I can, stick the stock photo here somewhere. And I want to show you what that looks like too. So it's 3 pieces of clothing for 1 subscription box. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I can't think of anyone else doing that. And I was raiding my stash, as you do, and I found this piece of fabric, which was out of the, I bought a Mystery Remnants box from Minerva. In fact, I think it might have been part of my ambassador project. And this is a border print. So it's got these 2 beautiful flowers at the top, and then it fades out to cream at the bottom. And so what I'm thinking is that I'm going to make that top, hang on, get the thread across my face now, sorry. I'm going to make that top in this fabric, but I'm going to make it so that this sits just off. I'm going to do some jiggery pokery at the moment and see, because if I need, I can't remember if it's, I think it might be a grown on sleeve, so imagine I'm going to need a little bit of sleeve this side, in which case, yeah, it should be able to sit about there. And then the top half of the t-shirt and those beautiful sleeves are going to be in this glorious cream. So look at that, really cute. It's going to be a bit higher up than that, I think. A really cute, lightweight top, because I have some exciting news. I am going to France with my daughter. So to see my daughter, sorry. She is currently in the Vendée. Now this is a polyester mix, but it's super lightweight, so I think it'll be quite breathable. So that would make a really cute, smart top to wear with some shorts or something like that, or just generally have a summer top for the future. So I thought that was quite exciting, so I thought I'd share that with you. So I'm going to crack on, get some patterns cut out, get these on the go. The t-shirt is upstairs as I speak. I've put the sleeves into it. The beautiful pleats on the front are done, so I've just got to do the sides, the neckband and the hems, so that's not going to take me very long. And then I'm going to knock up these 2 bits later today. So it's Friday today. I have no idea what day this will come out to you, but I'll keep you posted. Okay, so sorry about the funny angle of the camera and things. I don't always show you this stage of the process, so seeing as I'm all in this week, I thought I'd just share with you. So I've obviously sewn the side seams, I've put the sleeves on and so on. I haven't got the neckband on yet, no hems done, all that sort of stuff. First off, I have to say I absolutely adore this colour. I mean, it's a really beautiful colour, but this is enormous. Now, I made the size according to my measurements. I forget off the top of my head that was. I think it was a size 12. In fact, I sized down 1 size. Now, I say it's enormous. I don't actually dislike it. That's like comes to my thigh. Don't know who wears a t-shirt that goes to their thigh. I'm not sure, but it does cover up my very bulgy tummy. I don't know what's happening to my tummy, but it's suddenly very bulgy. The thing I don't like, and I'm not sure I can fix, is this. It's incredibly wide. So at this point, I have to move into voiceover, Cara, as I have no idea what happened to my original sound, but it is illegible, or rather very interference. So this is me showing you that I've literally folded up the bottom, and I have basted the side seams to make it narrower. And actually that kind of works. So at this point I'm reasonably happy that this is the case. So yeah, it's just a very quick fix. I haven't put the neckband on at this stage in this footage, but just wanted to show you where I was at with my mid fitting. Hello, so here we are. So some time ago I said to you, oh, next clip you'll see of me is wearing the t-shirt, and then I added this sort of making process in between. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little bit different. And I'm sorry about voiceover, Cara, needing to be present for a couple of those sections. I've got my window open, there's people talking outside, so I hope you can hear me okay. But I am wearing the t-shirt, so I'll put some photos in here over the top of this one, which I'll talk about in a moment. And yeah, it is a lovely t-shirt. I love the colour. Recently I have worn a few blue things actually, and it's definitely a really, really nice colour. And I do love the pleat detail on this. I hope that's picking that up okay. Yeah, I think so. Yes, you can see that. Um, and in essence, it is actually a very, very simple t-shirt to make. The whole folding process, once you get your head around that, isn't difficult at all. And as I say in the footage, I think you need to pick up the pleat and sew each pleat as you go. I also recommend in the footage, don't put the lines of chalk on from, well, in my case anyway. Maybe if it was a more stable cotton, it is utterly possible, of course, that it's moved when I've been putting the pattern on, etc., all those different things. But actually, I think you could just fold it and measure down each time. So I don't think I would bother putting the marks on beforehand. But I really liked it. The other thing I show in the video there, I think, I had this whole interference thing going on, which I'm hoping isn't happening now, which is why you've got voiceover, Cara. What I was trying to show you in the footage, which I actually shortened a lot, is that this t-shirt came out very big. Not on the shoulders, but very wide and long. But I think I thought I knew it was going to be long, if that makes sense. I think I thought I knew. What kind of language is that? I'm a nutter. But another very successful make. I still might take these sleeves up a little, actually. I think I said I was going to... you wouldn't have been able to hear me say that because I've had to cut that footage. Still might take the sleeves up a little. And then the use of the second fabric. Ta-da! So this is a t-shirt, the t-shirt dress by Unfettered patterns. It is a free pattern. I'll put the link to that in the description box below. And obviously this is the second fabric that I was provided in this month's subscription box, but I haven't made another t-shirt. Nothing wrong with this pattern at all. But I just really, really wanted to make this into a dress, and that just happens for me sometimes with fabric. People ask me all the time, how do you know what you're going to make with the fabric? I just always have a really strong vision of what I'm going to make with the fabrics. I don't have any fabric sitting in my stash that I wouldn't know what to make with. You are never going to hear me say that. I hear that from a lot of my fellow YouTubers, and I totally understand why, but for me the two things have always got to talk together. It is chucking it down outside. Where did our summer go? Can't believe how hard it's raining right now. But anyway, so this is a very simple t-shirt dress, and it's a real lesson for me in just wait and see. Because yesterday I put this on, Friday night I put this on when I'd made it. It's now Sunday, and my belly was as bloated as anything, and I thought, why on earth did you make yourself a t-shirt dress that you just look like, you know, you can see your belly and everything? But I've put it back on today. I am belly free today, so well, no, never belly free obviously, but it's a lot flatter today, and I really like it. So I'll put the photos in and me twirling whatever. It's just starting to rain in the footage I put in here because I've literally just taken it. It's like someone's going, raining on, raining off, raining on really hard, raining slightly off, sunshine, rain. Yeah, that is the weather from Cara Jeffrey here in Hailsham. Nutter. So just want to say thank you to Little Miss So and So once again for supporting me and my channel. As you know, I am ambassador for them. I also teach assisted sewing there. So do head over to their website because they have the most amazing subscriptions. The Northern Soul Sisters are currently working their way through the Learn to Dressmake, which is a 6-month subscription whereby you're taken through size me sewing patterns and lovely curated videos. But also there's patchwork, so fat quarter box subscriptions, there's children's learn to sew and projects for the summer holidays. There's one of everything on there, as well as a beautiful selection of patterns and fabric as well. So please go over and check that out. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed seeing more of my journey of the subscription box instead of just the standard unboxing. So let me know in the comments below if you've enjoyed this style of seeing a little bit more behind the scenes of what happens with the subscription box. I need a more snappy title than that. But until next time, keep safe and well, and I'll see you next week.